to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how astrology and tarot together can bring spiritual guidance. Today we're going to talk about Mercury retrograde. We're going to discuss what it is, what happens when Mercury does go retrograde, and then we'll do a quick pick-a-card reading last. Alright, so let's get started. On Saturday, January 30th, Mercury is going retrograde, and this means that Mercury looks like it is traveling backwards in its orbit. If you were to look in the sky and see the planet Mercury, it would appear as if it is traveling backwards. This happens a few times, 3 times a year normally, and when Mercury goes retrograde, this usually has something to do with like the way you're thinking. It could have something to do with timing. It could cause delays in certain situations. Things like that. It could have something to do with technology. Technology could be an issue, and then also communication. Mercury retrograde is famous for bringing miscommunication, which could cause arguments and things like that. So it's normally a time where we're extra cautious with these things. So another thing that Mercury retrograde is really famous for is bringing back past lessons that you've already learned. And I feel like it's kind of like the universe's way of testing us to see, did you learn this lesson? Have you healed? And are you able to move on in a healthier, more successful way? So today's pick-a-card reading, we're going to do what is coming back to you, what or who, because this could be a relationship, or this could be like a situation, this could be like a job, an old job, something that you pulled yourself out of, or something that fell away from you will now return, and it is just to see if the two energies can combine and move on in a healthier fashion, or if they need to continue to go their separate ways because there was something that you needed to learn from that, you learned from it, and were able to move on. Alright, I feel like I touched on all the points I wanted to touch on. Oh, really quick, I do want to mention February, really intense. There's a big stellium on February 17th. Uranus and Saturn are going to be squared off, so it's going to be a pretty significant day. I think I will do a pick-a-card reading on that particular situation, but I just wanted to make sure to mention that because it is pretty significant. The last time we had a stellium this large, I want to say it was like in the 60s, I believe, so it's a pretty significant day on that February 17th, and I feel like from February 30th to February 20th, with the Mercury retrograde and the big stellium happening, there's really going to be a lot of intense energy right there. Alright, now I feel like I've mentioned all the points. So I've had the 3 stacks of cards here, and I just want you to pick one. We'll do 1, 2, and 3, and we'll see what Mercury is bringing back to you, or who it is. I will put timestamps down in the bottom, so you can just go directly to your reading if you'd like. Alright, so we're going to start with group 1, and I'm just going to slide over the other 2 groups, and we'll just keep them in order. Okay. So group 1, what is coming back to you? You have the 6 of water, the Chariot, and the 10 of wands. Okay, so I quickly see that this is a relationship. This is a relationship where this person came into your life and found you at peace. Kind of found you whole, and very quickly brought you down, sadly. It brought you like a lot of exhaustion, stress, worry, a lot of burdens, a lot of heavy weight on your shoulders, something like that. But it was a very quick situation. Like, you were doing okay, you met this person, and suddenly you're not doing okay. So what has healed? We'll see what is healing and what has healed from this situation that has happened, but this is the person that is coming back to you, this Mercury retrograde. Alright, so you have acceptance and blooming. That's beautiful. Okay, So you have accepted that the relationship, like, I feel like I want to say it is what it is. Oh, it's not one of my favorite sayings, but that just came to me. You kind of accepted it for what it was, the relationship, for what it was meant to teach you. And this has caused you to bloom. You got the flower moon, and it's kind of like, I always picture like a bloom comes out and then like it just starts to open, and I feel like that is what's happened. It's really caused you to bloom, to grow, to learn, just from this experience. And I do want to say, just from seeing this so far, I don't see this as being repeated. I don't think this is something that you're going to repeat, a situation you repeat. I feel like you clearly learned something from this relationship. And then the energy that this return is bringing back to you, you have, wow, storm warning in reverse. So storm warning in reverse is it's showing you that you can see like the clouds in the back of the big storm. With it in reverse, it's supposed to mean that the clouds are clearing, and that the storm is behind you, or like the deepest hurtful parts are behind you. And I do feel that with that 10 of Wands. Wands is like where you're at the end of the exhaustion. You're at the end of the worry. You're fixing to lay those wands down, and change comes. And I feel like that is very much what happened here. And then I wanted to pull a Moonology Oracle just for guidance, group 1. And you have void of course moon. Nothing will come of this situation. So I do feel like that is a clear message for someone. If you were thinking, if this energy does come back to you, Mercury retrograde, and you were thinking about maybe having like a redo in this relationship, it is very clear that nothing has really changed with this other person. But clearly you have had growth and acceptance, so you have changed. But I don't believe this other person would be a mutual match for you. All right, group 1. So that is your reading, and we're just going to jump straight into group 2. All right, group 2. So who or what is coming back to you? You have the 7 of Wands, the King of Wands, and the 3 of Swords. Okay. Alright, so I'm seeing a lot of fire energy. Okay, so I do believe this is a relationship, and I believe this could be in like a very toxic relationship, or like a very abusive relationship, because I do see someone having to defend themselves and protect themselves from someone who can be very like bossy or controlling, that kind of thing. And of course, the situation brought severe heartbreak, like severe pain to your heart, so heartbreak. So this would have been like a very hard breakup, like a very turbulent breakup. It could have been like an on and off kind of situation, but it brought a lot of pain at the end of the situation. But let's see, something that you are healing or have healed from this situation. You have trust, and it's falling right on top of this 7 of Wands. So I'm feeling like this is you having to defend yourself from this person, this controlling person. And now you're kind of like having to learn to trust yourself again, kind of thing. And you also have will. Okay, so you're learning to trust yourself again. I feel like this has been like a really slow process. And so you're just now getting to like where you're starting to take action. Like you're learning to make decisions again. That's what it is. You're learning to like make decisions. So when you go through a bad relationship like this, a lot of times our self-esteem is low at the end of the relationship, and you're kind of scared to make another decision because you're like, well, that decision was so poor. I don't trust myself to make another one. And I feel like you're learning to trust yourself, and now you're gonna you're learning to like take action on the decisions that you make, and to trust that you made those decisions in a healthy, positive way. And then the energy that's coming with this return, oh wow, you have attachment in reverse. Okay, so attachment in reverse very much is like you broke the chain. You broke away from this situation. So here I'm going to say, group 2, that you will not redo this relationship. You've learned from it. You've learned to move on. You've learned to trust yourself again. You're actually learning to take action and make decisions now. And I feel like you have detached from this person, detached from this situation. And it could be, I still feel a lot of heartache. It could be that that is the case. So the energy that's coming in with this coming back is you'll be able to detach from that situation. I feel like that is the message there. And then I did pull a Moonology Oracle just for guidance. And you got bring love into the situation, a new moon in Aquarius. And I do feel like that's very much what you're doing for yourself. Not necessarily that you're bringing love to someone else. You're bringing love to this situation, which means you need to love yourself so that you could heal from the situation. All right, group 2. I feel like that is what Mercury retrograde is bringing back for you. And then we'll just go straight into group 3. All right, so group 3, this is going to be what or who Mercury retrograde is bringing back for you. You have the Ace of Swords. Okay, and you have the 8 of Pentacles. Yes, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so group 3, this is very much a career or job or something that you did in the past that required a lot of hard work and a lot of like self-motivation, something like that. But I do feel like you could be getting some sort of clarity with your work or your purpose, something like that. But I feel like this could, okay, so this could be like an old job or it could be a current job. But there's some sort of new twist. So if this is an old job coming back to you, it wouldn't be the same position that you had before. It could be maybe like a higher position. But I feel like if this is your current job, this could be like maybe you had the opportunity to show your hard work before, like for a promotion or something like that, or like a raise. And that is what's coming back. That opportunity, yep, that's what it is. Okay, so that opportunity to like show your work or your worth, something like that is coming back so that you can like grow in your career or your job. Okay, and then what is healing or maybe have healed already from this situation? Like, so it would have been you didn't get the job. So it would have been that you had this opportunity before and either you didn't take the opportunity or you did take the opportunity and you didn't get what the result you wanted, something like that. So this opportunity is coming back around, and what's healed or you're currently healing from it, you have patience. So I feel like you're learning to be patient. That's an easy one. And you have growth. Wow. Okay. So you've learned to be patient, but you've also grown from the situation, which in turn will kind of make you look better in this new opportunity. Do you see what I mean? You're even better now than you were when you first tried, kind of thing. And then the energy that's going to come in with this return. Okay, you have the 5th chakra, and that's Archangel Gabriel, but he's in reverse. Okay, so your 5th chakra is like your throat chakra, like being able to clear. So I feel like with it, it's in reverse, so something's blocking your throat chakra, and this could be like a past experience. This could be like a past experience where you're not sharing like your ideas, your opinions, or your feelings in a work situation. And that's what's happening. Now you're getting a new opportunity to be able to share those ideas or feelings or opinions in a work situation. And Archangel Gabriel, is coming to help you clear that block in your throat chakra. That is beautiful. All right, and then group 3, I did pull a Moonology Oracle just for guidance, and you have, it's a time to give rather than take. Okay, so I very much feel like that is just a confirmation that you need to give your opinion more. You need to give your thoughts more. You need to give your ideas more in your work situation. All right, group 3, that is what Mercury retrograde is bringing back for you. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope you guys can get through the next 6 weeks as peacefully and calmly as possible. Mercury retrograde can be pretty intense, but I do feel like this one is going to be a little bit different. I feel like this Mercury retrograde, instead of bringing us a lot of things that are just a pain in the butt, I feel like it's going to bring a lot of the same issues with like communication and technology and things like that, but in the end I feel like they're going to work out better for us. And I feel this way because this is the first Mercury retrograde after the Great Conjunction, as we moved into the age of Aquarius. So I feel like we're all going to start to learn that these retrogrades are actually going to start to work a little bit different for everybody. All right, everybody, thank you guys for watching. As always, if it feels like your tribe, please like and subscribe.